Okay, so welcome. This is our Busy Women's Guide to Coaching, and this is just going to be kind of a general discussion about what being a Beachbody coach is all about. It is going to be about just kind of open dialogue. Okay, I am a pretty open book when it comes to coaching, so I really want to just get into the nitty gritty because coaching is a journey and it is different for everybody. So my journey as a coach is not going to be the same as anybody else's on my teams, but what we are is we are on this journey together. We are about empowering and supporting each other. So real quickly, what we're going to go through tonight, when I have done this in the past, I have prepared a big presentation and shown all kinds of cool stats and facts and all kinds of stuff. And I got to thinking about when I first became a coach a few years ago. It's been almost 3.5 years. Like, I didn't sit through one of these presentations. I just kind of did my research and I had a great transformation and I decided to become a coach. I wanted to learn more about the company and I just kind of learned as I went. But I think about now, like, okay, like, what would I have wanted to know beforehand? And I want to know what it's really like and what I would be getting myself into as a coach. And can I manage this as a mom, as a wife, as a career professional, as somebody who's just like living a crazy busy life? So that's kind of what we're going to talk about tonight, because I know that so many of you that follow my page, so many of you that follow Erin over on Florida Fit Family, we are busy moms. So first of all, I really appreciate everybody joining tonight, and Facebookers too. I'm not ignoring you guys, but like I said, I'm going to mostly be chit-chatting with our Zoom folks, and I'll check the live stream here for any questions that you guys have as well. So I'm going to share a little bit with you about Beachbody, and then I'm going to just share a little bit about my journey. I'm going to share some awesome success stories about coaching from our team, and then we're just going to kind of go into it a little bit about what coaching's about and what we do day to day, what the discounts look like, so the different types of coaches that you might know are out there, and then how do you become a coach, how do you run your business, and kind of what it's like joining our team. So it'll be a lot of stuff to cover, but I hope to kind of, keep it more conversational than flipping through a big presentation was my goal tonight. So with that, a little bit about Beachbody. Been around since like 1998. Okay, very well established company, started as an infomercial company. So I have to bet that almost everybody on these calls has seen a Beachbody infomercial. And it was probably P90X way back in the day, and you didn't even know who the heck Beachbody was. And then, of course, it has just evolved and evolved. When I first was introduced to Beachbody, I was up late at night because I'm an insomniac, and I was watching an infomercial for Insanity. And I was like, I really need to get my act together. Maybe that looks really intense. Like, that's what I need. And so I, of course, I kind of polled my Facebookers and asked, had anybody done this program, and was I going to die if I did it, because I was super out of shape. And I had a few of my former teammates and a coach responded like, oh, you would love it. You would love it. You got to try it. So anyways, I started my journey off of an infomercial. Okay. Bought it on the payment plan. Didn't have a coach, didn't have a support group, nothing. I just bought it, and then I let it sit around for a little bit. Then I started it, and then I stopped, and then I did the whole thing. So we'll talk about that in a second. So as Beachbody has evolved as a company, as one of the coolest things about Beachbody is that this is a company that never quits. I have been a part of the network for 3.5 years, and every year I just get more and more blown away by the research that's being done, by the programs that are coming out, by the nutrition and supplementation that's coming out, and it continues to evolve. They're really working hard to be at the forefront of the fitness industry. And as we all know, as fitness fanatics, you're probably joining because you've either done a Beachbody program, you've been in one of mine or Erin's support groups, and you just kind of have this inkling about, like, could I be doing more with fitness? So that is when that's where Beachbody kind of saw the opportunity as well. They started this coaching network. And we're going to talk about what network marketing is and what it's not. And that started in 2007. It's been 10 years that the coaching network has been around. So most people feel like they just got introduced to Beachbody in the last couple of years, especially when 21 Day Fix launched a couple of years ago. Actually, I think it launched 3 years ago, as a matter of fact. And then Shakeology came out in 2010. So it's been around for 7 years or so, actually 7 to 8 years. So regardless, revolutionized kind of the meal supplementation kind of market, you could say, by introducing something that was super high quality, packed with superfoods. I think we have 76 superfoods and superfruits in our shakes now. And there are tons of quality meal replacements out there. I'm not going to get into a lot about what Shakeology is and some of the products tonight. If you want to know more, you should join one of our Shakeology info groups. They're an awesome group to learn about and sample, but that is not at all what tonight is about. It is about loving the products, that is for sure, but I'm not doing a deep dive on products tonight. So I'm going to just share real quickly a little bit about my journey as a coach. I'm not going to get real deep into it because I also want to be able to share a few awesome stories of my team. So, and I love bragging about them. So anyways, like I mentioned, so I started with Insanity, and I really think I bought that program my daughter was 2, I think, so 2012-ish, and I did not start that program until 2013. So I really did let it just sit around and collect dust for a while. I started doing it in this little condo that we had, and then we moved, and it was that whole let's just get settled in, and then I'll figure out getting back on track. And over the course of these few years, between about 2010 and 2013, when I started this program, I was suffering from a really, really bad depression and anxiety both, but primarily a really deep depression. And this was not postpartum depression any longer. My daughter was 2, and I had definitely gone through a little bit of postpartum with her when she was younger. We moved cross country when she was 9 months old. So, there was a lot that went into our life at that time, but we just kind of had this, I think what really did it for me was that we had this kind of falling out with my in-laws over our move back to Colorado. And my husband and I went through a really rough patch. And it was a really difficult time in my life. I'm not going to lie about it. And I really went into the deepest of bad places that you could imagine. And the month of November of 2013 is when I decided that I really wanted to take back control of my life. And I wanted to live for my daughter. I wanted to live for my husband. I loved them so much, and of course my entire family. And not many of the people in my family really knew what I was dealing with. My mom and my sister a little bit, but not even to the depths of what could have happened. So I kind of just went to this place mentally about when I had felt my best, what was I doing? And the plain and simple of that was that I was active. And for those few years, as we were getting moved back to Colorado and reestablishing in careers and just life in general, dealing with bi-coastal, my husband on one coast, me halfway across the country in Colorado, it was just tough. And I wasn't taking care of myself. I was barely able to take care of my daughter. And like I said, my husband and I were not in a great place with our marriage, and it was just a terrible time. So I had bought this workout, Insanity, and I just decided I'm just going to do it for the next 60 days, and I'm going to see what happens. And I know in the back of my mind, I was so hopeful that it's going to clear the fog. It was going to just make me feel better on the inside. I didn't care if I lost any weight. I didn't care if I gained muscles. I didn't care about any of that. I just wanted to get my head in the right place. And so honestly, within like 2 weeks of starting that program, I was already a different person. I couldn't believe it. And I will really constitute a lot of that to the fact that it was the intensity that was needed to get through that program. It took grit and it took guts, and I was puking some nights and I was sweating so hard and I was exerting so much that when I got done, I just felt so good. And I know that from a lot of you who have been with me on this journey, who have done Shaun T programs, I know a lot of you are Shaun T lovers. Thank you. But the man honestly transformed my brain back to where it needed to be. And yeah, I got in great shape at the same time, because you cannot do that program and not like get in great shape. Even if you half-ass that program, you get in great shape, for real. So anyways, it did take me 70 days to finish it, because I started in November and then I had a little time off of the holidays, or kind of like didn't do the whole week. So I kind of caught up at the end. So 70 days later, I just felt amazing. I had watched the little videos or like little commercials at the end of the videos about Coach Summit. And I'm like, I don't really know what this whole coaching thing is about. At this point, I still did not have a coach. I had started following a coach on Facebook that my sister recommended. And I saw that like about a month afterwards in February, she had posted something about how she was, kind of like this, like just taking new coaches onto her team to mentor and, share our love of fitness. And I just thought, I'm going to do this. Like, I have had such an incredible personal mental transformation, a physical transformation too. I'm like, I feel like I have a little bit of a good story to be able to share. And so I felt like if I didn't coach and I didn't pay forward what I had just gone through, because I knew other women had to be out there, and maybe men too, suffering from postpartum depression or just depression and anxiety as a whole, dealing with stress as women, as moms, and all the shit that we take on. I just knew that I couldn't not try to help other people. It would just be, I believe in karma, and I just felt like my karma would be so bad if what I had just gone through, I didn't try to share. So that's where it started for me. Honestly, I kind of became like one of those cold turkey coaches. I started coaching. I learned really quickly what an accountability group was. I kind of self-taught myself about the business and just took it and ran with it for like I said, the last 3.5 years. I started in March of 2014. So with that, I started my fitness business is Fit Active Life. I am the team leader of Team Ohana, an amazing group of men and women on our team. And so this business has been so impactful on me and my family. And I will tell you, anybody that you encounter who is a coach, 9 out of 10 of them, if you ask them why they became a coach, they're going to tell you, because I want to help other people. I want to share my love of health and fitness and what I have experienced with the products with other people. I mean, and it is true to the core, because once you start being a part of the Beachbody community, like, you can't imagine yourself not being a part of it in some way, whether it's just staying in an accountability group and supporting other people while they're supporting you, or you decide to become a coach and you just embark on this journey of building your own business and helping others as much as you have, helped yourself, basically. So with that, it has been amazing. I don't even really consider it a job, because I just love doing it. And of all jobs I've had, and I have had some very cool jobs, this one is the one that hits it like in my heart. It is the most fulfilling thing that I've ever had the opportunity to do, working with women, working with men, my own family, seeing my brother get healthy, seeing my husband work on his health. Like, that is the stuff that's really deep and in it for me. And I love that. Within our team of coaches, and there's a couple of them on the call tonight too, I mean, I have seen amazing things happen. Erin and her husband joined one of my groups, my Battle Buddies group last summer, and they got healthy together. And it was so awesome watching the two of them go through this journey together with the Shaun T program. And not everybody has to do Shaun T programs, but I mean, if you do them, you love them. And she became a coach, and she's been a coach for a little, like almost right out a year. And she's done amazing things in the last year. And I have to share this really cool story because she is an amazing mom. She stays at home with 2 toddlers. Oh my gosh. She just rocks my world with like the stuff that she shares with me and what she does every day. It just blows my mind. And she, just this last weekend, she made this awesome post about how she's been saving up her Beachbody money. And she went on this amazing trip. She lives in Florida. She went on this awesome trip to Chicago to have like a girls' weekend with some other like good girlfriends of hers in Chicago. And I kept seeing all of her pictures and I'm like, I really want a girls' weekend now. But I just was so proud of her. And I think that she's so amazing. Erin, you're amazing. And I just thought that was so cool that having this little business that she does on the side while she's a full-time stay-at-home mom, while she is taking her kids to the park and doing amazing things at their schools, like she fits this in. And people think that they don't have time for this. This is a big key thing with our business, is that they think that, and it is time consuming because you love doing it. So you get sucked in. But here she's been chipping away a little bit every day. She reaches out. She hosts great groups. We partner on groups. She's a great teammate. She's a great leader. And look, she just like took herself on this awesome like girls' weekend. I don't know. I think it's so cool. And I think that like across the board, if you follow enough coaches, like you start to see these cool things. And I don't care if like I have a coach that helps one person a month. And I think about another gal on our team, NJ, Natalie, who's on the call too. I have to brag about her because she is one of those people who's just like super consistent. She just shares and she has her own way of doing it. And I love it. And she recently had a gal that she's good friends with who's super healthy eater, and NJ just keeps sharing, her love of Shakeology and the program she's doing, shares some shake samples, and just is super patient, and this is one thing about our team. Like, we're not the type of team that like is like into pressure. We don't like that because we don't like being pressured into doing anything. We like all things on our own terms. And she texted me last week about her, I hope this is okay to say, her wheatgrass friend. And I just love that because I used to be the wheatgrass girl. Loved doing shots of wheatgrass when I was in grad school. But anyways, about how like she has been doing Shakeology and she loves it and she's like into it, full on into it. And I just was so proud because I know like how patient and consistent you've been, and you're awesome. And I know that what you're sharing, like we don't always feel like people hear us and like what we're sharing, if it's even impacting other people. But when you hear little things like that, you know that you are making a difference. And that is so, again, so fulfilling when you see somebody have a personal transformation, when you see somebody break through on their own as a coach or as a challenger in your group. You just stop and you're like, that's it for me. Like that's why I'm doing what I do. So that's a couple of fun stories. I'm not, if it's okay with you guys, I'm not going to get into like the whole, how much do you earn and how much do you whatever. Okay. I think that you're picking up on like, we are able to do some great things for ourselves and for our families because of this little business. And for some people, like this is it. Like this is the full-time job, and they go balls out and it is hardcore, and they build a big business in a short amount of time. That also brings with it a high burnout rate. And I don't really lead our team like that. I take the stance of whatever pace you want to build your business at, I'm there for you. So if you want to go guns blazing straight out of the gate, we're there. But if you want to take your time and you want to learn this business and you want to be consistent and you want to really build a steady long-term business that is going to be there for you and your family, not just 6 months from now, but 10 years from now or more, and you want to save for your kids' school, or you want to save for vacation, or you want to just splurge and go on date night more than once a month, like that's what this business can give you, in addition to just the awesome feeling of being able to impact other people's lives, which is kind of priceless in my book. So with that, I do want to say that I think one of the cornerstones of our business is our support network. And I don't just mean, me as a coach, Erin as a coach, within our team, yeah, hands down, tons of support. But I mean support from your friends and your family, okay? Because we run our business on social media, primarily. Some people are, have like a really strong following and they have a really good email network and they are able to communicate in other ways. Some people just love doing the business one-on-one in person. But if you follow me, you follow anybody else on our team, or you probably have like a good grip of coaches that you follow on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, Snapchat. I mean, that is where it's at for us as business builders, because that's where everybody is at. Okay, that's where they're watching us. That's where they want to get tips. That's where they want to get workout information. That's where the info is at. That's where the sharing happens. So social media, as we all know, can be a super bee sometimes, and people get nasty on social media. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I have been unfriended. I have been talked about by my friends and my family about, oh my gosh, I can't believe, she's posting a picture in her sports bra. I can't believe that she's sharing about her depression. I mean, I've heard it all. I've seen it all. It's okay. Like, it has made me more confident in why I need to be sharing, because I'm not going to let one or two people stop me from sharing my passion and possibly having the ability to impact somebody else's life just because one or two people don't agree with me being a coach. I'm okay with that. So I want to just clear the air there that when you become a coach and you start sharing personal stuff or you start having success, not everybody likes that. And it sucks. And I will tell you, within our team, we do different trainings, and we just got done with a personal brand training when did we do that? In May? We did that in May. And we read a book called Girl Code. And I will tell you, no matter if you decide to coach or not, if you are a woman watching this call, get that book, because it is truly about abundance. It is about women helping each other. And that is so much of what our business is about, because the bulk of the Beachbody Network is females, is women coaches. And the more we lift each other up and the more we support each other, the more everybody's businesses grow, the more people that we can help. So I just want to stress that support is a big part of our business, and it's internal within our team, but it's within our homes. My husband is supporter number one. It doesn't matter if I'm doing a call like this, he's upstairs right now with the kids, trying to do dinner and everything else, and he supports it 100%. He and I don't share exactly the same affinity for fitness, but he supports it that I want to do it. He knows it's important to me. He knows why it's important to me. And so I never have to feel guilty about working out. I never have to feel guilty about taking a clean food choice over a bad food choice. The support is there. So I want you to really think about, when you're going to need it most, who your support network is going to be, because they're going to be the rock for you. All right. That's kind of the heavy stuff. Was that too heavy for you guys? Sorry, and I'm drinking wine. Most coaches drink, just so you know. We're not all perfect. We don't all like, oh my gosh, I'll never touch a drink. I usually have bourbon. Just ask my team. It's usually bourbon on our team calls, but you know, it's wine tonight. Okay, so I think you kind of get the idea, like, why would I become a coach? One, because you love health and fitness. Two, because you want to have the ability to possibly share it with somebody. And three, you enjoy Beachbody products, okay? And so we're going to talk about two real quickly, the two types of kind of coaches that are out there. One is if just what we kind of refer to as being a discount coach. Like, this is a person who loves the products, wants to reap the benefits of the coach discount, but not necessarily interested in running a business or sharing their journey on social media, loves being in an accountability group, really wants to have that connection. So they become a coach so that they can take advantage of a 25% discount, getting access to, you still have full access to all the Beachbody events and things that are happening across the network. There's no exclusion whether or not you're whatever type of coach you are. We're all coaches, period. So that's kind of the first type. And then the second type is a coach who wants to be a business builder, who wants to help other people. And again, I kind of was talking about how this is a person who either wants to take kind of slow and steady, or it's a person who is thinking like, okay, I am stay-at-home mom, but I would really love to have something that I get to own, and either because I want to save for our family vacations or have personal money or whatever that is, or you can be a situation like me. I work full time, career-wise, not really slowing down there, but I want to be able to have something of my own. I really love that aspect. I'm competitive, and I love being able to, grow no matter what way that is in my life. And so we kind of refer to those of us like this as side hustlers, because you've got this full-time gig as a job, and then you've got this over here as a secondary job. And depending what day you ask my husband, he'll tell me that this job is as full-time as my other job, because sometimes it is. And I'll talk in just a second about how much time I spend coaching, but that's kind of the breakdown. So it's up to you. And I will be honest, when I first thought I was going to become a coach, I'm like, I'm going to become a discount coach. I want to just like get used to the products and the programs and learn as much as I can. And then, I'll kind of see how it goes for a few months and then start coaching. That lasted all of about 3 days. As soon as I signed up to become a coach, I decided, okay, I'm going to start this fitness business, and I'm going to go for it. So I think within a week, I had like my website set up. I had my Facebook fitness page set up. Like, I was like all in. So I went from thinking discount coach to full-on coach, honestly, within like a matter of a week. And I've never looked back. So trust me, like, if you think like, I just want to like go slow and steady, the minute you get your first taste of helping somebody else, it's over. You're in 100%. So what I want to also address is what coaching is not. Okay. A lot of people get the question, as coaches, we get it all the time when we introduce somebody to the opportunity of becoming a coach, and they're like, oh, no, like, I don't want to be a part of one of those weird pyramid schemes. I'm not interested in like that whole like whatever you call it, multi-marketing thing. I've heard it all. And so let's be really clear. Okay, it is considered network marketing, but it is not a pyramid scheme, hence the word scheme. Like, we're not doing anything illegal here. If you're in a pyramid scheme, which I don't really actually think that many of them exist anymore, because you get thrown in jail for it, and that's not any fun. So when you're in a pyramid scheme, the person at the top is reaps all the benefit, and there's no exchange of goods or services. It's just like a weird triangle of money funneling, right? That's not what we do here. So you can just like kind of erase that from your mind. Now, yes, MLM is kind of the term that you'll hear, multi-level marketing, network marketing. You build a team. Yes, you're the business owner. I am the owner of my business. And when I have a new coach come onto my team, they come onto my team. Yes, and they are under me. Yeah, I'm not going to go into the whole structure, but I don't want you to confuse a pyramid type of business model. I kind of feel bad even calling it a business model with the business model that we have as coaches, because anyone on my team could build their business and outrank me, out-earn me, out-everything me. Okay, so that's like the total opposite of what a pyramid is, okay? And everybody is on their own path. Now we have like strategies around how you can build your team and how you can earn money. Like, so if you're really focused on like, how can I earn the most income possible? We have a strategy for that. So, I mean, we can help you with that, how to build your team, depending on what your goals are. So there you go. It's not a pyramid. You're welcome. Okay, moving on. What do you do as a coach? Okay, so it's pretty simple. We have kind of this realm of like 4 vital behaviors that we follow, a simple business model. When you come onto our team, we have new coach trainings. You learn from a veteran coach on our team how to build your business, how to kind of start to create your own system of how you want to reach out to people. But we host these private accountability groups, challenge groups, support groups. You'll hear them called a few different things. And it's where we gather. It's where we come together to work on our goals, to support each other, to share recipes, to share our journey, to bitch and complain some days. I'm not going to lie. We do it all in our groups because we're real. Like, none of us are perfect. We are all on this awesome journey of just trying to be as healthy as we can possibly be and support each other along the way. So as a coach, you host a group, you get familiar with the Beachbody library so that as you get to know your friends, your family, anybody, a referral that comes to you as a coach, you get to know them, and then you make a recommendation to them for what type of program and nutritional program is going to help them achieve their goals. I mean, that's it. So I know it might be simplifying it a little too much, but it does take work, all right? And I honestly, I work my business, I will say a minimum of 2 hours a day. Now I'm running a business. I've got 2 to 3 challenge groups going at any time. And this is just my personal way of doing it, okay? And I don't want you to stress out and think like, oh my God, if I'm not doing that, would I not be doing it right? No, I just want to be real with you about where I'm at 3 years into this business. And this is not where I started. But now I'm blogging, I'm running my fitness business on multiple social media platforms, and I run a couple of groups every month. That's it. And so it takes me a couple of hours every day between what I decide to post on Facebook, getting my workout in. I count that as part of my business activity. Meal prep is part of that at some point during the week. And then it's checking in with my groups, making sure everybody's doing well, if somebody's stuck, if somebody needs one-on-one coaching, you know, whether that's just through text or messenger or it's a phone call, I don't care. I'll do whatever. And then it's just moving on from there. And like blogging probably takes more of my time than coaching does sometimes because I'm new at it and I'm not very good yet. So, you know, it's just an evolution of what you want your business to become. When I first started as a coach, I probably in the beginning spent a lot more time, and I wasn't working real smart because I didn't have any coaching or training. So I was trying to teach myself the business at the same time as I was trying to like act like I knew what I was doing and running groups and whatever. And it all ended up working out. But I was running one group at a time. That was what was attainable for me, feasible for me from a work standpoint, because I was spending the bulk of my time trying to learn how to be a good coach. And then from there, I was trying to learn the library. You know, it just takes time when you are talking about a library of like 50 workouts. Like there is so much to have at your fingertips to help people with that you want to try to learn as much as you can. Now, what I will say is we've gotten smarter, and within our team and our bigger teams that we're a part of, there are so many amazing coaches. You always have a resource. So you're not alone at all. You're not out on an island trying to learn this business by yourself or develop a system on your own. Like, we have a lot of tools, and then whatever you take from the trainings or whatever you take from our online, the trainings that Beachbody offers us as well, they invest a lot in their coaches. You take it and you just decide what's going to work best for you, your personality, and you run with it. Okay? Because being a successful coach is about being yourself and just helping people how it is best for you to communicate or best for you to engage. And when people want to work with you as a coach, they're joining you because they saw something that they really connected with you on. And it could be your personal journey. It could be that you're a mom of toddlers. It could be that you have, I have a child that I'm not going to say, I don't think that having a cleft child is like a special needs child, but like I have worked with coaches who have kids, and we have an awesome coach on our team, kids with autism and cerebral palsy and like other things in their life that they're moms, their wives. There's a lot more going on in their life than just being a coach. And so I want you guys to think about that we don't just try to like give fitness and health and stuff all the time. We try to be very real about what our lives are like and how we're balancing it all, and coaching and building this business and helping others. It's just as much of a balance, and you have to prioritize. And so we work through all that stuff in our team trainings. Like I said, we'll have a jump start to get you going in your first 30 days. We've got this brand training that I just developed that we're going to continue to do for new coaches or anybody on our team who wants to do them. We do social media training. So we've got a lot more. And as our team grows and evolves, and we bring on people who have other really cool expertise in marketing and social media, we're all learning from each other. So as much as Beachbody grows and evolves, it's really important to me within our team that we all grow and evolve too, and nobody gets stuck in their business, and nobody gets stuck in their own, health and wellness journey. So with that, what is it? How do you even become a coach, right? So if you're working with a coach that invited you to the call, or me, you are probably already in one of our challenge groups. So it is really easy to become a coach. You either invest in a challenge pack if you didn't already. If you did, you're grandfathered in. You just sign up to be a coach for free, which is awesome. If you haven't, then you invest in a challenge pack, because especially right now, you get a smoking deal on all access and Shakeology to like really get you going in your health and fitness journey. And then you're getting a 25% discount on all other products, including your shakes every month, but Beachbody Performance, which is awesome. All apparel, all equipment, anything that Beachbody has to sell, you get that 25% discount. And that's it. You sign up, you have a coach ID, and then you work with your coach on how to get up and rolling. Beachbody will send you a bunch of information in the beginning on how to get your business up and running. So that is basically it. It's just that simple. I mean, honestly, if you wanted to start a personal training business, or you wanted to get into any other type of business, you would be investing a heck of a lot more than $160 or $200 to get up and running. So it's a pretty minimal amount to be able to build a business that can give you financial freedom, can give you freedom from, if you're trying to get out of a full-time job and you want to do this full-time, like the sky is truly the limit when it comes to a company like this, and the earning potential is pretty incredible. And really, after you become a coach, you join us. We get you up and running, and you just hit the ground. And you, like I said, you go at the pace that you want to go. We have so many cool, like monthly incentives. We have so many cool like things that you can earn as part of your business. We have a huge coach summit every summer. We're going to New Orleans this year. It's going to be awesome. And that's kind of like the mega of the year for us, because it's where all the coaches come together, right? You follow all of these coaches all over social media, and then everybody's together. You've got like 30 or 40,000 coaches all in one place. You do this amazing super workout. You get to do live workouts with your favorite trainers that you only get to see online or in a video. You learn about the business from top coaches. Like, it is such a cool experience. So we get to do that all together. And then every quarter, that's kind of our, I guess, our Q3 event, but every other quarter, then we have like smaller events all over the country that you go to. And it's the same thing. You get to do a big workout and you get to learn, and they're fun events. And then, I'm looking forward to being able to do more events just for our team. And it's cool because we're all over the place. And right now, Beachbody is a network in North America, so US and Canada. We're expanding into Europe, into the United Kingdom in November, I think it is. And so that's going to be super exciting. Again, just that expansion aspect is going to be awesome. And I will say, like, a lot of times when I'm working with women who are interested in becoming coaches, a lot of them, tell me like, I don't know a lot of people and I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to build a business because there's not a lot of people in my town, or I know another coach in my town and she wasn't very successful. You have to know that this opportunity is so much bigger than just where you're at right now, because it's like I said, when things are on social media, you have the ability to reach so many more people. And when you really start to think about how big your network of friends and family really are, I mean, you have the ability to reach so many more people than just those people that you encounter on a daily basis. So it goes back to that thing that I was talking about earlier about abundance and about, just this, I don't know, wealth that we can build with each other, because there are so many great opportunities out there and so many people that are looking for help and just looking for some guidance on their own health and fitness journey. So that, in a nutshell, is a lot of what we get to do as coaches. How you get up and running, I mean, it is pretty simple. I will say, it is work. There's no doubt about it. If you want to be a coach who is earning and running a successful business and able to help as many people as possible, hi Leah, then you're gonna work. And there's not much more that I can say about it. I mean, you might only be able to put an hour a day into your business, but trust me, you can build an amazing business and you can help so many people just by working an hour a day. And we'll teach you like how to stay focused, how to have really set intentions of what you want to do in your business to make the most of it. But you're the boss. You set your own business hours. You decide how much you want to work or how much you don't want to work. And, you bust your butt, when your kids are napping so that you can have fun with your kids when they're awake. Or in my case, I have fun with my family in the evenings. And then when they all go to bed, that's when I work, or first thing in the morning. So it is totally a balance. And I will say, like, there are some things that have definitely gone by the wayside, like not watching a lot of TV anymore, whatever, but I don't really care. Like, I love what I'm doing so much that I don't even miss those things anymore. And I have to say, I think I have a feeling that across the board on our team, those who are really in it and are into groups and into helping people, they feel the same way, because you don't feel any better. You don't feel good just sitting in front of the TV. You feel good when you're seeing people have an amazing day because you set them up right. When you see people who got home and had no energy, but they checked in with the group and they saw everybody posting about how great their workouts were for the day. And they're like, I'm going to go work out. and then they feel awesome and they finish the day on this high note, and you just create this awesome culture and cultivate this incredible energy across your groups. That's what coaching is. Like, it is the most fulfilling work you will ever do, hands down. So if you're on Zoom and you have any questions, I would be happy to open it up and let you ask away. I'm a pretty open book. I'm sure Erin and Natalie would be happy to share as well if you guys have any questions. And I'll check my Facebook feed here. I don't know that I had anything really pop up there, but okay, cool. So we'll call it a night on Facebook because my battery's about to die. Thanks for joining. All right, so I'm done with Facebook. So, Zoomers, now my phone's talking to me. Erin or Natalie, I mean, if you guys would like to jump in and add anything that I might have overlooked for the gals that have jumped on the call, I'd love to have you guys chime in.
Hey, Tiffany, it's Erin. Thank you so much for sharing so much great information tonight, and also for your compliments and everything. I'm just so happy that I decided to become a coach with you. That's happened to me in my life, and like you said, just helping other people just find something that's going to fulfill them and make them have a better life for themselves and also for their family it's really incredible, and it's really an amazing feeling, and it really makes you feel like, wow, I did something really cool, like just having a small part of it. So I just want to share that, and I just want to share that I think that I just want anyone who's listening to know that wherever you're at in your own like personal life or your own health or fitness journey, that you can become a coach, because there's so many people out there who need to know that there's someone who's just like them, and that they just started and just decided like, hey, I'm gonna live better than I have been. You know, I'm gonna be healthier. I want to have a better life. And you don't have to be like a size 0. You don't have to like look exactly how you want to look right now. You can become a coach right now, and you're going to be helping people because people want to see somebody who's still a work in progress. Like a lot of people don't, you know, if they see a coach who's already in really great shape, they're like, oh, I can never do that. I can never achieve that. So even if you're not exactly where you want to be yet, even if you don't know, you know, anything about what is clean eating or what, you know, what workout program should I recommend to somebody, we can teach you all of that, and we can help you to learn all of that. All you need to have is just an ability to talk to people and just to like to talk to people, because you have to do that a lot. You have to at least, you know, be comfortable messaging people on Facebook and, you know, talking to people, and just the desire to want to help people. So as long as you have those two things, you can become a coach. And that's really just all there is. You know, there's just a lot of other stuff that will teach you along the way, but those are the only things you really need to have. So I just wanted to add that in case anybody's thinking that, oh, this is too intimidating. I don't know if I could actually do this. I just want to reassure you that you can, and you have everything you need as long as you have those two things. If you don't like people, then this might not be the opportunity for you, but otherwise, you know, go for it.
You're so right. That is like dead on. I mean, and I think if you look, I know what's hard about this business is that you don't really get a good picture of like everybody that's a coach across the board, right? Like you just see like a few of us, and it is so true. Like, and where people have been. And so you might see somebody now that you're like, oh my gosh, they're like in such great shape. They may have lost like over 100 pounds. And you don't know, like if you just started following them, right? And everybody, and that's why I think it is so cool about coaching, is that everybody's different. And everybody has something unique to offer and be relatable about. And that's what we really work on in our team and like our personal branding trainings is just being you and nobody else, because there is nobody else like you and nobody else that can coach like you or has the experiences that you have had. But I know a lot of people can relate. And so that is so much what it's about. And I totally agree with Erin. Like you do not have to know everything. You don't have to know anything. You can just love it and love the idea of being able to help other people, and you can do amazing things as a coach. Yeah, great advice, Erin. Nat, did you want to add anything? Maybe?
Yeah, just absolutely so real to me because, I mean, I've been a little stop start, a little, and now with a new job, trying to figure out the balance again of what that looks like. Um, I, but honestly, just the huge reward that comes, in my mind, the huge reward that comes from knowing that the things that I'm talking to people about are sticking. It's not as though I'm talking to somebody today and tomorrow they're signing up as a coach, but I'm talking to them multiple times. A person who I gave a sample to weeks ago, I saw at my job, and she was with her mom who is sick, and I didn't talk to her at all about Shakeology or Beachbody or clean eating. I supported her about her mom, and then she sent me a message saying, once we get my mom settled, I really want to talk to you about this. And I was like, that is so awesome. And so I think doing that gentle sell that this team Ohana is so much about, not being pushy. I think that's huge, and it takes the stress off you from feeling like, oh my God, I have to sell 5 challenge packs by Friday. And it isn't that. It's about developing those relationships and adding value to people, whether or not they join us. They've still gotten something from us, and I just think that's huge, and I'm super glad to be a part of it. And I feel like I've gotten great training. A lot of it is still in my head yet to be acted on, but don't feel like there's not good information out there. If you need to have lots of information before you get started, come on, we've got it for you.
Totally. Yeah, a lot of people, they're like, oh, that's selling, like, is there a quota? Do I have to carry inventory? If I showed you the other half of my kind of office area over here, I like to have samples and stuff on hand. That's my choice. But we don't have a quota. We don't have weird selling levels that you have to meet every month, by mandate or anything weird like that. Just to NJ's point, none of us like that idea of being pushy salespeople, period. That is not what we are about. Do people have the ability to buy products from you as their coach? Yes. You're earning a commission. I didn't even bother to talk about this, but as a coach and your earning potential, it is partly based on the products that you recommend to people. And if they choose to invest in those products for their own health and fitness, then you're making a commission on them, or you make a flat fee, basically a flat rate, I guess is a better way to put it, on them. And then you have the ability in this business to basically build residual income, because people love the products. People stay on Shakeology. That's monthly residual income that you're earning at a 25% commission. You're building a team. Then we have this ability to build team volume. We get cool, like I was saying, we have great incentives, based on, how you're building your team or how many people you're helping every month. We have cool things for that. So yeah, I mean, if you wanted to put the pressure on yourself of oh my gosh, I want to so X, Y, and Z, okay, then that's pressure that you're putting on yourself. Like, that's never going to be pressure that like I'm putting on you or anybody in our team is putting on you. We do have cool competitions once or twice a year. They're called Team Cup, and you team up with 4 or 5 other people on your team, and you kind of have this like big momentum driver. But it's really about like, oh my gosh, could we seriously help 100 people this month? And how awesome would that be if we help 100 people get on the path to a healthier lifestyle this month? Like, that's what we're about. We're not about like, oh my gosh, like, could I make $1 million by the end of the year? Well, I mean, lots of people make $1 million every year in this business. There's no doubt about it. But, you know, we don't put the focus there. But like I said, like, whether you work with me, Erin, NJ, whoever's team you're on, we're all one big team. Amongst Team Ohana. Ohana is Hawaiian for family. That's what we are. We are a big family supporting and helping each other. And truly the sky's the limit. And you help as many people as you want and as your schedule allows, and you go at a pace that works for you, period. Like, it is not my pace. It is not Erin or Natalie's pace or anybody else on our team. You go at your pace, period. So that's the beauty of being the boss. Everybody wants to be the boss, right? That's the beauty of being the boss. You do what is best for you, your family, and your lifestyle, period. Cool. All right. Well, I'm available. I know Erin and Natalie, if they invited you and you joined the call, reach out and ask. I did say I would be doing a giveaway for everybody who joined the call tonight, so I will check Facebook. And then I don't know who's joining from the 813 number, but if you can message me or whoever maybe joined you, if Erin or Natalie invited you, I want to make sure that if you win, I know who to contact as the winner of our little prize pack that I'm giving away. And that's it. So I will, just so everybody knows, I recorded the call. I will post the recording. I'll throw it up on YouTube and then send out a link. So if you want to watch it again and just kind of gather the information and then reach out and ask questions, do whatever works for you. I really appreciate everybody taking the time to jump on tonight and give up an hour of your evening with us. And we hope that this has been great information, and we hope to see you on our team soon. Have a great night and a great holiday weekend, guys. We'll see you later.